Wesley, you and I got to go to the Powell Holman dispersal here this past year and looked at some awfully good females. And I know this 4016 you caught both of our eyes, and looks to me like you need to do a little bit better job of predator management here. She lost her first lamb there, but you're offering one that I think could offer some really unique pieces, the way that she's bred and to that Wildcat ram. Kind of what's your thought process there?
Well, I go to some of these sales and I see these unique ones that just have that extra look and balance that just makes my mouth water, and I can't stand not raising my hand and trying to get these things, because it's always, my imagination always runs on what would happen if I put them on a Wildcat buck. And so it's just fun to pick some of those up every now and then and offer them back to the public, just to get things moved forward or move things in an interesting direction. And so here's a chance to bring that into your place.
Perfect. Norman, you've got this another black-headed ewe here, 0431. Tell me a little bit about her, because I know she's one that you had purchased out there and brought into your program as well.
Yeah, this ewe is just like she looks. She's big, she's stout, she's great to look at, and I don't see how bred to that Tudor ram, the one that I call Radar Love, I don't see how that can miss, but whatever. However they breed her, I think it's going to be a success. That ewe is just hard to not enjoy. All
right, Norman, we're going to move now into some of these ewe lambs, these younger ewes that are out of Innovation. And I know you mentioned a little bit ago that unfortunately he's passed away, so it's going to be kind of a hard deal to recreate, obviously, and how important he was to this program. So why don't you tell me a little bit about here, this 2489 ewe lamb?
Well, she's a percentage ewe lamb. Then we picked her out because she's the pretty one. If these guys that want to raise club lambs, she can do it. She has got that style, that look. Every time you see her out there in the pen, her head's up on top of her shoulders. Got a great hip and real shape down her top, typically of Innovation. Innovation was out of Prototype. Prototype was Whiskers. That's all the stout rams that we've had around here besides 466. He was of course the one that was the other brother to Prototype. Prototype and 466 are just about two of the most important things that happen to the black breed.
Okay, and this next one here, this 2486 as well, another percentage out of Innovation.
Yeah, and we put her in here because she's exceptionally long-bodied, really pretty up to look at up her front end. If y'all want to raise these club lambs and make them have style and look and eye appeal and still a lot of good in them, well, I think this ewe can do that.
The 2488 ewe here is not a percentage. She's a purebred. We've kind of had that discussion a little bit, but the Innovation on Feed My Sheep Ranch combination.
Well, I bought that ewe from Preston, and I've always liked her, and this is the first ewe lamb she's given me. If you want to talk about one that's pretty and hard to make from the bottom of her foot to the top of her head, it's this one. You look at her in those video and things. She is really, really fun to look at. If I could strengthen her top just a bit, then she'd have been in the show string. But that doesn't keep her from being a great brood ewe, and you just have to mate her right, get the right package put together. And if you can salvage that front end with fixing the rest of her, that'll be a great one.
Wesley, you've got a young ewe here, this 5018 ewe. I know maybe an accidental mating on a coyote type daughter here, but a full blood that is one that I think can definitely move forward. Tell me about her a little bit.
Yeah, this lamb's a triplet, so just little harder to get those triplets up and going, but she's on her way now to growing out to be a good ewe down the road. She's goes back to Jared Freeze's stuff on the maternal side. So, and then we brought that back in with Coyote, and so that's what we're looking at on this one. I will like to tell our buyers that when we sheared this sheep, she's got a little bit small hernia down there on her abdomen. Just want to make everyone aware of that, and she sells as is.